Hey everyone! Today it's been 500 days that I've been learning the guitar, and I wanted to talk a bit more about that, especially for the people who want to start learning the guitar, like everything that I learned so far. And I want to talk about the 5 mistakes that I see people make as a beginner when they start that make them quit very easily. So, yes, I'm Nadia. I live in Spain and I never played any instrument or any music before learning the guitar. And now it's been 500 days that I've been learning and I love it. It's the best decision of my life. So, I wanted to talk about this 5 mistakes that I have here on my notes. The first one is like they start with no clear direction. I see way too much content on learning the guitar on YouTube, and I remember the first month I spent my time on trying different courses and seeing which teacher fits me best, because I see that people quit very easily because they start a course, like there are so many free courses online, and then they stop, like after like the day 5 they find it too hard and then they give up and they're like, oh, guitar is not for me. And that's one of the reasons that are like, no, you don't do that. If you don't continue for at least the end of the course, how are you supposed to improve, or how are you supposed to see like some progress where you can play songs, you know? And so at the one difficulty coming in the course, they see it as an obstacle and they're like, oh, this one is too hard, I'm going to check another one. And they start over and over, and it's endless because at the end of the day they never improve because they never go through the frustration of learning the guitar. Like there are so much joy of learning the guitar, but also frustration, as I know, like for example getting the chords, these kind of things. At the beginning you struggle so much, but it's completely normal. Just learning, for example, just learning to do this is a skill, because you have to know how to strum, you have to know where the chords is. At the beginning you're lost with everything, the frets, you need to know where your fingers, each fingers are. Like for example the D chord, it took me a few minutes the first time to know where to place my fingers. Now I do it instantly. It doesn't come easily. And so yes, the first one is they start with no clear direction and then jump to another course, and that's why they give up. The second one is they follow teachers who aren't actually beginner friendly. Oh my god, this one drives me crazy. Like there are so many people who play the guitar very well, but they don't know how to teach. Like they forget that they forgot how it is to be a beginner. And I found it so many times in different videos that they're like, the title is like, oh, this is a skill for a beginner, this is a song for a beginner. And then I try, I'm like, what the fuck, that's not for a beginner, that's more intermediate, or like, what the hell, I'm not able to do that. And then you feel dumb and you feel frustrated because you're like, but it's for the beginner. And you realize that no, it's not. And it's really important for you to not take it personally if you don't succeed at doing something beginner friendly for the guitar teacher, because you need to find the person that fits you. Like we're not the same beginner. Like maybe I have more affinity and more ease to find the chords, but then I'm struggling so much with the rhythm. And then another beginner have it easily with the chords, but then it's like the rhythm, they do it perfectly, you know? So you need to realize that you're the only person to look at when you want to find a teacher or when you want to try a video. So yes, don't feel dumb or don't feel like you need to quit because it's just like you cannot do this. No, just find an easier exercise, an easier skill to make on the guitar until you get better, and then you move on. Like, you need to challenge yourself enough, but not doing like something extremely difficult right away or after 1 week. That's not possible. So yes, the third one is they have no learning plan and try to do it all alone. Like, of course, there are so many videos of self-taught guitar, but I don't believe in self-taught, like in the sense of you always find content you learn from, and at the beginning, I prefer to have a plan to follow from someone who is more advanced than me on the guitar, because they know what to do. Like, they know what's beginner friendly when you find the right teacher, of course. And so it's easier because you don't have that mental charge of decision making of what to learn today, what should I do, da 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 da. And so for me, and I really respect the self-taught people online, but it's a waste of time. Like, you get much faster having someone give you a plan than doing it all by yourself. This is something that I disagree with. It's much easier with a teacher. And also, they expect to be good right away, like in the sense of, oh, I practiced 30 minutes today, I should be able to do it. And then the next time they practice is like in 10 days. Like, no, you need to have a routine where you practice the skill different times. And also because one day you might have a lot of difficulties having a skill. For example, it took me a long time to have just the C chord. And then after some time, it just clicks and you are able to do it. And for me, my rule the whole 500 days was to at least practice 10 minutes a day. Minimum 10 minutes a day. Whatever happens, this was my rule. You don't have to do that, but at least have a sense of routine where you practice, I don't know, 3 times a week. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Like, another point that I see people saying is that you're not a professional. You don't want to be a professional when you start learning the guitar. So you don't have to practice 5 hours a day. And especially at the beginning, your fingers are killing. Like, it's so painful. Like, it took me a long time to just adjust because I have an acoustic guitar. And it was very painful and I couldn't do it a long time. So that's why I said 10 minutes a day. But it could be like 15 minutes 3 times a week, you know? Anything is possible. It just requires you to dedicate some time, but be committed to that time for at least 3 months to see progress. The fourth point is they expect too much too soon and give up. Man, like, I love the guitar, but it's a difficult instrument at the same time. Like, you have a lot of fun, you can do many things, and at the same time it's hard to learn a skill that you never did before. So you need to constantly remind yourself to be patient, because it's a challenge as an adult to learn a new instrument, especially when you have no background in music. So if you keep showing up and practice all the time, after a few weeks you will see progress. And that's awesome. Like, that's why I started filming, because I wanted to see how much I improve. And there is no better feeling than just like succeeding at something that you spend so much time on, you know? And it requires dedication, patience, go with the flow and go with the frustration, but also enjoy it, like in the sense of it's fine if you make mistakes. Like, just laugh at it, don't take it seriously, don't beat yourself up. If you have a bad day of practice, you're just progressing, and that's fine. Which leads to my fifth point, which is they never get feedback or track their growth. How are you supposed to see how much you have progressed if you never track it. Like, it's just like, why is it so obvious for gym people to go to the gym and then track what they do, like the number of reps, their endurance training, to get better, the weight they use, etc. But we don't do this for any other skill. With the guitar, it's the same. Like at the beginning, well, the first 3 months, I focused on my capacity to change chord with the metronome. And I would track all the progress and try to make it easier all the time, while having the metronome at 40 BPM, then 60 BPM, increasing, and I would see the progress. Then I would do the same with the rhythm. And so it's very important to see the progress you have, like film it. Like the best way is to film yourself. Like, I know it's uncomfortable at the beginning, you just cringe because you're so bad at it, but you will be so happy to see that after a few months, and you will be so proud of yourself for like just doing it. And then you will be like, whoa, I came so far. I never did that before. I couldn't do that skill, and now I'm able to do it super easily. Like, because the brain tend to forget how much we progress. Like, we tend to forget how far we can go. So it's very important to track it, but also find a community, because I started with YouTube because it was easier and I get a lot of free feedback. People are amazing. There are so many people, the same ones who comment under my video, always giving me some advice, some comments if I'm doing well or not, and it's the best. Honestly, I've loved every one of you who took the time to just comment and encourage me. I received so many, keep going, continue like that, you're doing great, and then feedback to improve, recommendations of teacher videos. Like, this is the best. The guitar community is amazing. And I'm doing the same on Threads. Like, sometimes I share some videos and I'm asking for feedback, and people are super nice. Of course, it's difficult at the beginning because you don't know, but people are very kind and they want to help you. Most of the time, they really do want to help you. So find a community, find someone who is more advanced than you to give you feedback, whatever, but it's very helpful. So if you take that in mind, you will continue the guitar forever. Honestly, I plan to continue for the rest of my life and always trying to improve and just having so much fun with it, you know? At the end of the day, you need to have a lot of fun. And yeah, just smile playing and just do what you want, you know? Thank you for watching, and I hope my recommendation helps. If you have any questions, you can give a comment or send me a message on Instagram. I will be super happy to help you. Thank you, and I'm very proud of myself for 500 days of the guitar. My guitar is beautiful. Her name is June. Bye.